Hey guys, what's going on? Garanax here, bringing you another video on 7 Deadly Sins Grand Cross. We are having a half stamina event this week, so I want to share some tips for farming half stamina more efficiently so that you can progress through the game and upgrade your characters faster. Before we get into the guide, I just want to give some basic information about half stamina to the newer players. So we have the half stamina events every alternate week. So we have half stamina this week, next week we won't have it, then the following week we will have it again. And during the half stamina week, we will start with 3 days of boss battle half stamina, followed by 2 days of 3 stages half stamina and 2 days of Fort Solgres half stamina. So you would want to farm the half stamina contents during their respective days. So the first 3 days we have the half stamina boss battles. This is where you can farm awakening materials, chalices and also your orb, which is the 6th piece of gear. You want to farm the highest difficulty you can so that you can get a higher rarity of chalices. Normal will get you 3 star, hard will get you 4 star and extreme will get you 5 star chalices. Since there are 6 chapters with boss battles, you want to choose which one you want to farm. So this is where you have to ask yourself, what exactly do you need? If your priority is to get SSR gears to salvage them so that you can get enhancement stones and awakening stones, or you are just looking to get 5 star chalices, it doesn't really matter which chapter you farm because all of them drop SSR gears and 5 star chalices. In this case, the gear doesn't really matter as well since you are going to salvage them anyway. If you are looking for a specific type of gear, then you will want to farm in the respective chapters. For example, if you want attack gear, you will need to farm in chapter 1. If you want HP gear, you will need to farm in chapter 3. If you are looking for awakening materials, then you want to check which awakening materials that you're lacking. Remember, the awakening star is associated with the chapters. Chapter 1 will drop 1 star awakening materials, and chapter 6 will drop 6 star awakening materials. So if you are lacking the 6 star awakening materials, you want to farm in chapter 6. But take note though, starting from 4 star awakening, not all awakening materials are dropped in boss battles. So you will want to make sure that the material that you want is actually dropping in the boss battles before you start auto farming. We will talk more about this when we talk about free stages. And if you are already maxed out everything and all you need is gold, you can farm any stage you want and just sell everything afterwards. That will give you some extra gold. In my case, I had a lot of chalices stocked up because I've been farming boss battles consistently. I want to awaken all my characters so that I can get more account CC. So for the past few half stamina events, what I've been doing is to rotate between chapter 4, 5 and 6 to get the awakening materials. From 4 star onwards, the number of awakening materials you need is much higher, so you will need a lot more materials from chapter 4, 5 and 6. Gear was my second priority at that point because I already have my SSR gear for my main team. I still have the association characters gear to work on, but I want to awaken all my characters first, so that's why I chose to go for the last 3 chapters. Now that I've gotten my whole box fully awakened, so this week I'm farming chapter 1, 2 and 3 for the SSR gear. After 3 days of boss battles, we will have 2 days of 3 stages half stamina. So from 3 stages, we can get SSR gears, awakening materials and food. Again, the awakening materials in each chapter are associated with the awakening star. So you have to ask yourself again, what do you need to progress? If you are looking for SSR gear, you want to farm the respective chapter. If you are looking for just one piece of gear, for example, you are looking for just the ring, you could just spam this one stage to get it. But I find that it's not really efficient because the drop rates can sometimes be pretty bad. What I like to do is to run the repeatable quests, because this quest will guarantee you a piece of SSR gear every 8 runs. So this makes it really easy for you to get SSR gears. If you are looking for awakening materials, you need to go to the respective chapters and stages to farm for it. You could just spam that one stage for the awakening materials, and you might have noticed that some awakening materials for 4 star, 5 star and 6 star don't drop from the boss battles. For example, in chapter 4 boss battles, it will drop these 3. But you can see that there's this red potion that never drops in the boss battles. There's also this token right here, and the orb right here. Since they cannot be farmed in boss battles, you need to come to these stages to farm for them. But since you can farm SSR gears and awakening materials at the same time, what I've been doing is also to run the repeatable quest. This way I can evenly spread out my time in farming for all the different awakening materials that are not dropped in boss battles, and also guarantee that I'll get at least an SSR gear every 8 runs. And if you're looking for food, you can just spam that one stage for the food that you are looking for. When farming for food though, just farm the lowest stages because it's not worth using more stamina to get them. You will still be able to get a lot since it only costs 2 staminas to run them. What I like to do is to run the repeatable quest during daytime, because the downside to this repeatable quest is that you have to be in front of your screen most of the time since it's only 8 runs. Then you have to complete the quest and accept another quest. So during daytime, I will keep my computer on and always monitor it. Once it has completed the 8 runs, I will complete the quest, accept the next one and go to the next stage, rinse and repeat. Then I will leave my computer to farm overnight for food because I don't have to keep looking at the screen when farming for food. Whenever I wake up, that will give me at least 300 of each food in that stage. So that will help me in getting gems from affinity. After free stage half stamina, we will have 2 days of Fort Solgres half stamina. So this is where most people will usually farm for red books to sell for gold. But it's not necessary that you must farm for red books for gold during the half stamina. If you're looking for XP pots so that you can get a character maxed out immediately, this is also where you can spend a bit of your farming time to farm for XP pots. If you're looking for green or blue books for evolving and limit breaking your characters, go ahead and farm those. The reason why everyone is farming for red books is because red book is the easiest among all 3 colors. So if your team is not strong enough for green and blue book, you might die and that will stop the auto farming. So what I like to do is to farm green or blue books during daytime so that I can monitor it. If I see that my team has died and stopped the auto farming, I can immediately resume it so that I don't lose too much time. Then I will leave it overnight to farm red books because I know my team will not die from the red book stage. And Fort Solgres stage give you a ton of XP. If you set a UR level 1 character in your team and farm overnight, you will wake up to a UR level 60 character without XP food. So if you want to power level your characters, you can use XP food to farm during the daytime as well. A bonus tip that applies to all stages is to use a different farming team to build up your faction. For every stamina you spend, you get 1 point in a faction, and this will help you get gems eventually. For the detailed explanation of how this works, you can refer to my LV Melee video, which I explained this in more details. During half stamina, you will also get half the affection. For example, boss battles usually cost 20 stamina, so you usually get 20 affection points. But during half stamina, boss battles only cost 10 stamina, so you will only get 10 affection points in this case. But it is during half stamina that we will be spamming our stamina pots and farm overnight. So during half stamina, we are actually getting more affection points simply because we farm a lot more. I hope this video gives you some tips and tricks to maximize your gains during half stamina event. If you wish to discuss how to maximize your rewards even further, consider joining my Discord so that we can have a discussion. Link will be in the description below. If you have any other tips you wish to share with other players, feel free to comment down below. If you find this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more 7 Deadly Sins Grand Cross videos. That's it for today, take care and have a great day ahead.